Hey guys, welcome back. Today, I'm very excited to announce the new series for the fashion and fragrance aspect. We are going to be reviewing celebrities, fashion, and celebrities' fragrances. Now, on Monday, we're going to be doing the fashion aspect, but on Wednesday, we're going to be doing the fragrance. And it is with a great amount of honor and pleasure that I have to say that episode 1 is going to be Michael Jackson. Now, you guys may be wondering, why are you so excited to talk about Michael Jackson and all this stuff about him? Well, to be honest, I love his music. I think he's an amazing person and completely misunderstood, but growing up, me and my sister used to listen to him all the time. You guys have to understand, when he was alive, I was alive. I was only 4 years old when he passed away. And I remember it like it was yesterday, listening to him as a little tiny kid with like Human Nature was a huge one that me and my sister listened to, Jackson 5, all of that. And it's such a pleasure of mine, like I said, to be able to talk about him on camera. And I just have to be 100% honest with you guys, his fragrance knowledge was insane. If you listen to what people say and look at pictures, he had a very good sense of smell. The two main ones that I'm going to be covering today is Tom Ford Black Orchid and Ballet Versailles. That's just an insane pull. So let's jump right into it and start with Black Orchid. So just a little bit about Tom Ford Black Orchid. It has top notes of truffle, jasmine, and orchid, and some very good base notes including Mexican chocolate and vanilla. And a lot of these florals, some spiciness and some sweetness that just blend very good and very well together into what people consider a feminine bottle, but it's a very good cologne. So let's talk about some of the pros with this cologne. For me, on my skin, it lasts about 10 to 12 hours, which is very long. I mean, you are spending a little bit more on it, but it lasts so long. I can spray this before I go to work, before I go to the gym, before I head out for the day and run errands. And when I come home, I can still smell it loudly on me. I'll walk into a room and people will be like, wow, it smells really good in here. Is that you? Of course it's me, because I'm wearing Tom Ford Black Orchid. Not only is the longevity crazy, but the projection is crazy. I can spray 2 to 3 sprays and people 10 feet away from me can smell it. They can smell it as I walk past them. And it's a very beautiful scent on skin, but in air it just opens up so many of those other notes, including those sweet florals and the sweet spices and some of those cool spices that play along with it, and it just makes to be a very good cologne even when you're walking past someone. And another thing about those very unique notes is that they stay unique for about 8 hours during the 12-hour longevity I notice on my skin. Now, I'm not saying that it goes away or becomes bland after 12 hours. It still stays very unique and it smells amazing even after those 12 hours. I mean, you still pick up on that nice vanilla, the nice chocolate, and some of those floral notes. They still last after 12 hours. And some of like the more basic notes, they stay there for about 8 hours. And the chocolate in it, I've never smelt a cologne with chocolate like that, but it doesn't overpower it. I mean, you can still smell it pretty well, but those other notes play along with it and just make it such a unique scent that is completely worth the money. Now, unfortunately, we do have to get into the cons, and there are a couple that I can think of right off the bat. First thing is the scent profile can be very harsh for certain people. It's definitely not for everyone. People who can't pick out those notes or people who are a bit more sensitive, they may have a hard time being around Black Orchid or wearing it. That's just one of the more unfortunate aspects about it. And another thing, like I said, does have to be that it leans a little bit more feminine. To me, it doesn't bother me, but to some, it really does bother them. They like the more masculine sense. And this one does tend to lean a little bit more feminine. And the last thing I can say is that it does tend to be a bit more on the expensive side. On some of the cheapy sites like Joma Shop and Fragrance Net, it tends to be around 120 to 150. That's what I've seen it be at, and that's not bad for a cologne at all. But some people think that with the scent profile and how unique it is, it's just not worth that money, which I can totally understand. But other than that, I really have nothing bad to say about this cologne other than that it can be a bit too unique for some people. This cologne has been a huge statement in the cologne industry, and Tom Ford alone has made a huge impact. And to have someone like Michael Jackson that makes it a signature scent that a lot of people can identify, it just shows how good of a cologne it actually is for some of the biggest icons in the world. Now, unfortunately, I don't have Bala Versailles cologne. I wish I did. However, I managed to find it, an original formulation, one of the ones he would have worn, and I found it on a trusted website, which should be shipping in about a week. I should have it, so I definitely will do a part 2 either next week or the week after. I, for one, am very excited to cover that one. I know the notes on it, and I know it's going to smell amazing, especially because Michael Jackson wore it. But other than that, guys, I appreciate you guys so much. This video alone means a lot to me. Michael Jackson means a lot, and cologne means a lot, and to speak about the two together is just an amazing experience. So I want to thank you guys so much for listening to this and understanding where I'm coming from, and I can't wait to talk to you guys in the next one. God bless.